What up? What up, TikTok? And what up, YouTube? I definitely gotta speak on this because I came across it was in the algorithm, and I was about to respond to this wannabe Derek Jackson, whole ass nigga. But to me, I will cook him later because this is more important. And to me, while y'all continue to bash the opposite sex, black people, while y'all continue to gender war with one another. We know who started. I know I'm gonna say it's anti-black, the whole anti-black racism, androgynocracy. Yes, what is going on? I don't know what's going on. Yes, we know that a lot of these modern heifers, the anti-black misandry, that's been weapon that the them folks bestowed upon us, forced us in. Yes, a lot of it was by force. Just y'all could talk about y'all so accountable and all that shit. Y'all so accountable, do this and that. When are these folks? When are these kids going to be held accountable? When are we going to start holding white folk accountable? Since we want to talk about accountability all day. We want to debate about 50-50 all day. We want to talk about I gotta take you to I gotta spend $200 or $300 on you to take you out on a date. Bitch, get out of here with that. That ain't never gonna happen. Because your baby daddy never did that shit for you. Especially if you got a white baby daddy. Cave baby daddy. And your baby daddy Tyrone, Pookie, Ray Ray, Bottom Shelf, Brad, and Chad did not do none of those things, so you don't get to require it. And I'm not gonna argue with some dumbass hyena bitch about what I should do and shouldn't do when she ain't offering nothing but a goddamn headache and problems. And no, bitch, that cooch between your legs, no, you're not a virgin, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't hold value, especially when you got a high ass body count, and that ain't up for debate. Since black people want to keep talking about shit like that, since black people want to talk about light skin versus dark skin, since you got these older people who want to blame the millennials, blame Gen X and the millennials when it was the silent generation and the baby boomers who fucked it up. Hey, okay, and here's the thing: yes, they are to blame. Okay, but us blaming people, and I'm starting the video like this: us blaming everybody else, us blaming our trauma, our family trauma there's no excuse for you to be off code. There's no excuse for you to be anti-black because you had bad experiences in your upbringing. And this is what I see on social media. The victim mentality. Let's victimize each other. Meanwhile, we having problems like this. Hold on. Because I'm going to get some of these popular content creators. They're going to be put on notice. All your favorite content creators need to speak on this. If they're not going to speak on this, you need to stop fucking them. And you need to start fucking with people like me. If y'all can make them have a great lifestyle, God damn it, you should make me have a good life, a great excelente lifestyle. Why are these content creators making six figures, got 1 million subs, and don't talk about I gotta post content? Because it's up to the viewership, okay? Y'all should be talking about stories like this. Hold on. Oh, shit. Y'all should be talking about stories like this. This young brother, 16 years old, was found lynched under the out in Jefferson County, Mississippi. Now, I have drove through that state of Mississippi, and I don't want to hang. And to me, ain't no better when you get deeper south. When you get through Louisiana, let me say this: when I'm in the South, I'm from New York. I'm from New York, New Jersey, and ain't no better up there. They're racist up there too. You know, that's the reason why they don't allow us to carry burners up north, New York, New Jersey, because they know black people will defend themselves against them folks, them caves. Them caves are scared, but it's okay for them to carry weapons anywhere they go. This is why our young men need to learn how to shoot a weapon. Okay, carry and learn how to carry something sharp. Martial arts is necessary. Combat all the time. Telling your sons to be nice to everybody when you have never been nice to men is a laugh. But tell your daughters to be mean and nasty and thinking that that's going to keep her safe is stupid as fuck. Telling your son to be romantic and emotional and give emotional labor is not the way to go. I need some mean guys out here. And because y'all so worried about if your son stands up to the white supremacists, then, oh my God, well, guess what? Stand by them. Learn how to defend your own. I'm not defending degenerate behavior. Learn how to defend your own people when they're in the right. This brother lost his life. He was found hanging off an overpass, off basically a bridge, probably in an interstate, off of some interstate or some highway out in Mississippi, and it's in the states. Prentice, Mississippi. Now, now these new articles are not saying Lynch. They're not saying he's found hung. They were just found that they're not even going to. They probably might call it a suicide, for all I know. Now, they just says this is when I type this in, right? When I type this in like this, right? This is all I get. They're trying to downplay it. They're trying to act like this stuff don't happen. Your news people are your enemy, people. I'd rather go with alternative media all day. Body found under county bridge. They're not saying he was lynched, saying he was hung. Look at this. Boom, 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 bomb. Look at that. Even when I saw this video, they didn't even have a news clip. A news report of them people speaking on the news. I told you, they're trying to hide this shit. Jefferson Davis County, Mississippi. A body was found Tuesday morning in Jefferson Davis County. Investigators with Jefferson Davis County Sheriff's Office said body was located near the bridge. But y'all not going to say he was hung from a tree. Y'all don't even give the brother's name. What now? Y'all want to talk about? Well, he a minor, but other times y'all try to when it comes to these black use of minors, black minors, y'all will, if they're accused of something or suspected, even if they didn't do nothing, y'all will expose their face, their body, where they live, all that type of shit. So now, on the sudden, because they're a victim, this young man who's a minor was a victim. Now, on the sudden, y'all don't want to talk about it. Now you don't want. Now you want to. Oh, it's not this. We can't disclose this information. See, this is why I say fuck America. This is why I hate America. I don't care none. That's why I say fuck the flag and everything else. I don't respect none of the system. And my thing, if they don't want me here, they say, well, you don't like it, okay, then you pay me my reparations and I'll go overseas and become a lifetime passport bro. Enjoying my passport bros. But I'm not doing all that, messing with heifers and hyenas in Colombia and paying for prostitutes. I'm just going to go travel and learn the language and be part and just learn about and live life. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers talk about they don't have no further information. What do you mean you don't have no further information? According to Jefferson Davis County, Mississippi, coroner, the person was identified 16 years old, Domanick Stewart. His body was taken to a state crime lab autopsy. Fuck out of here. See again. They're talking about an investigation launch. I don't know. Why don't you show that young man? But y'all don't want to show you don't even want to show the man. See, y'all can see it. Y'all can see it. This will be known. I mean, if your most popular content creators that y'all people fuck with, that y'all made them rich, they have made $100K a month, that y'all, based off your support, if they're not using their position and they claim to be for the people about these issues, they're not speaking about these issues, and they won't touch it, that tells you what you need to know. In my opinion, y'all need to start supporting the real ones. Because we're not here to make you, this ain't no feel good channel. This ain't no butter up channel. This ain't no coddling channel. I do have love, empathy, care, and compassion for folks. But we talk about real shit over here. We talk about real stuff over here. I should get some goddamn views. Y'all don't even want to hit the #1 button. I'm so that phone's getting on my nerves. Just keep blanking, okay? This young brother, I'm gonna keep telling y'all, and this is why y'all gotta allow your sons to be men and have control of their own lives and build themselves up. But see, you got these mothers, man, and you got these fathers, don't want them to have sons, and y'all talk about smelling themselves. He better smell himself. Shit. And better know how to use that, better wash his ass, know how to use deodorant too. Because y'all treat these young boys like young grown men, but then they get teenagers and y'all treat them like children and then you try to control what they do. I mean, within their own life choices and stuff. I mean, I understand it to a degree, but when it comes to taking charge of their life and wanting to lead the nest, or when it comes to navigate the world, you want to shelter them. I have a problem with that. Advocate for themselves, speak their mind and stuff, because you think by keeping them in a coward state, but then you expect your sons to protect these hyenas and these heifers out here who are unruly, who are undisciplined, got a bad attitude, have no pride, a bunch of self-haters, and a bunch of freaking ass coon heifers. Ghetto gag and Negro bedwenches. I'm seeing stories like this, and y'all keep saying, I can't not believe it's 2024. The caves have never changed their nature. What is a dog? What do dogs do? What is the difference between a dog in 1950 and a dog in 2024? What's the difference between dogs and how dogs were back in 1900, 1950, 1975, 1986, 1993, 1998, 2005, 2010, 2016 to 2024. What is the difference between? So let me ask you all a question, because you expect white folk to change and caves to change. How, if a dog was the same way from 1900, 1865, 1800s, 1900, right? 1930, 1950, 1965, all the way through 1983, from 1993 all the way through to 2000, to the year 2000, 2010, 2016 to, and then you got 2020 to 2024 going on 25. So the dog is still doing what a dog's nature. The dog is still behaving like the dogs did back in them time periods, right? Same with cats. Same with other animals. Now I'm not saying some other animals haven't evolved, because I do see these huge ass buzzards. They're almost the size of ostriches. They be eating the roadkill off the streets because y'all people can't drive to save y'all lives. Y'all be running over these animals, and these buzzards are huge. The point is, but the buzzard was still being a buzzard, right? So what I'm trying to say is, Caucasians, the caves that y'all claim to hate, but y'all want to be in bed with them, you don't want to lay in the caves with them, they are still the same. People are still kind of the same. I don't care, with all the technology, people are still having a nature. People have certain natures about them, right? Yes, there's policies that influence behaviors, right? There's policies and laws that influence and kind of control that behavior, and can also enable certain behaviors, good and bad, right? They're no different. So stop saying it's 2020. I cannot believe it's I cannot believe it's 1990. I can't believe it's 1995. Racism still going on. I cannot believe it's 2005 and racism is still going on. I cannot believe it's 2015 and racism is still happening. I cannot believe it's 2024, 2025 and racism is still happening. Racism ain't going nowhere from New York. Racism ain't going nowhere from them caves, them colonizers.
I'm just in awe of the horrific stories I keep hearing that are being done to my community.
How can you not believe it? See, this is the problem of how we as a people failed our children. Because y'all thought because you can move to a certain neighborhood or shop at a certain store or be in a certain event or be a part of a certain clique of anti-blackness, of the system of anti-blackness, that we got these laws, so-called laws. That's why I said we failed. The whole civil rights movement failed. But I'm not gonna try to go and get into that. But y'all thinking that because you can party with them and they will dance and you invite them to this fake ass cookout that you don't own and control, that they're going to stop being who they are. That's like me expecting a criminal to stop being who they are. They're not going to do that. That's like me saying stop expecting a Jezebel to stop being who they are. A gold digger, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who's a degenerate, they are who they are. When y'all all people want to accept that.
So I just heard the story about Domanick Stewart out of Mississippi. This young boy was 16 years old and he was hung from the Jefferson Bridge. They don't have any information. They don't have...
Not going to stop it right there. They got information. They just don't give a shit. They're trying to find a way to move the goalposts and censor the information.
Any leads? They don't have anything.
Oh, they have it. They're just on code. That's what you black people don't want to accept, that white folk will stay on code. Your so-called good white folk ain't a good white person. There's no such thing. They will stay on code. And you got to understand, even if they want to go off code, guess what? They don't got the numbers. Y'all got to get out this mindset that everybody's going to advocate for us. It's no different than when I tell these men who complain about the gynocracy, feminism, the modern woman, and I keep saying this, guys. If a woman got an advantage over you, and she's not going to forsake it for your benefit. A lot of times you got to take these people down, and I'm not talking and advocating no form of violence. I'm just saying you got to stop dealing with a certain type of chick. All this red pill talk, all this complaining about these heifers, these hyenas, and what is it? It's not doing anything. You guys are still continue to simp. You guys are still going to go pay your way or pay for it. Take these unworthy women out and then complain about how she a gold digger. It makes no sense. These women will still complain about these guys, yet you'll still deal with them thugs. You still deal with these effeminate males. We talk about change your behavior, change your mindset. You women don't want to do that. And it's like, at some point, we got to look in the mirror.
And I'm just astounded, like, in such a public place, nobody saw nothing.
They saw something, boo. They saw it. They just covered it up with them. They're on code.
There's no leads. Nobody's talking. My heart goes out to his parents. I basically have a 16-year-old son, and I couldn't imagine finding out that my child was hung from a bridge.
You say you have a 16-year-old son, and you couldn't imagine, but did you teach anything of self-defense? Regardless, I'm not gonna get into this. She came if it's a 2-parent home setting or a single father, single mother type of situation. Does your son know the first line of self-defense? Is he taking any self-defense classes? Combat, any form of combat, martial arts, jiu-jitsu? Are you going to help your son get his Second Amendment established so he can exercise the Second Amendment? Are you teaching that, ma'am? Because I got a problem. For some reason, y'all let these heifers y'all let these heifers carry these weapons, but for some reason, when it comes to sons, I just can't. I can't let him have self-control of his life and control his purpose. Oh, he gotta take care of me. Now, I'm not saying about her. I'm just talking about how some of you have started with the son-husband bullshit, with your son-husband agenda. So I let my unruly hyena daughter carry a weapon, but I'm not teaching her how to de-escalate, how to be feminine, shut the fuck up, stop running off at the mouth, don't be combative out in public, don't be extra, don't be disrespectful, especially the men. Don't be trying to be no woman of the night, no side chick, but I'm not going to teach her no some pride, self-respect, how to carry herself as a lady, be feminine, fit, firm, and corroborative, have discipline. No. Have value, stand for something. No. No, I'm just going to go off emotions and let her just be emotional and be a narcissist. And if she feels threatened, but not off of facts, not no concrete evidence, but I'm just going to pull the trigger and then talk about her child, how she had a bad childhood and how she couldn't get over her breakup with the dude because she's still crying about some dude that she had no intention of getting married to. But I digress.
Like an animal. How inhumane. I can't even get the word out because I'm so choked up by this. What did that baby do to deserve something as crazy as that?
He's a black man. He's black. He didn't have to do anything. The fact that he's black, that's all.
What did that baby do? I can only imagine the way that his parents is feeling and how their heart is broken in this world that we live in right now. Our black baby.
She's one of them heifers she's one of them Christianized heifers. That's why I don't fuck with the church. Teaching you this cowardice to love everybody, don't judge. But meanwhile, the people who tell you that are the biggest judgmental hypocrites out there, and they don't want to get all the facts, do any research, no background check, no front ground check. No, they just have their biases and that's it. But they teach you to turn the other cheek and love everybody. Not everybody's worth of caring and loving. But see, y'all don't. So the problem is with the pastors. The problem with the conscious community. The problem, regardless of what type of religion it is, or the conscious communities, black empowerment groups, we don't want to tell women the truth. We for some reason, it's okay to tell black men the truth. Hold certain black men when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, call them out. But the minute you criticize women, give them out of just love and care, hey, don't be doing this. No, you should not be going to the drive-thru as your main. No, that should not. Your grocery money should not be going to McDonald's and Burger King and Pizza Hut. Not all of a sudden you're bashing, you're body shaming. Oh, read the ingredients before you go shopping in the stores and have this. So you can have your body can. You can prosper, your body will be healthy and all that stuff. I'm not saying you got to work out 24/7, all that stuff. Don't just read the ingredients. Oh, address your trauma, your issues, No, if a man cannot accept me for who I am, if he cannot love me unconditionally, then so you rather die alone, right? What about the men? Or white women do. So I say love your natural hair. Well, white women do it too. White women you shouldn't look for a husband. Well, white women can have kids out. White women can be whores and give dick and suck dick and sleep around and have do all types of horrid stuff, and they will never be judged. Real? Are you serious? So you mean to tell? So white women should be whores? So you saying because she's a degenerate, so you should follow suit? You should be so you're not a leader, but you're a follower, right? So you're saying because the cave hoe is a degenerate and a well-known degenerate, so you should be to do the same shit, even though that's just no benefit to our culture. Women are the first teachers of the children. You understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know who the hell that person just texted. You know what I'm saying? And for your information, those high-value white males will never wife that white 304. Now they'll get on code, but he's not gonna wife no 304. Your high-value white teammate is not gonna be wifing up no 304. Got a high body count, got kids from he's not gonna walk into no ready-made family, man. So why would you think that the caveman will give the cave hoe a pass? Why would you think the white team man will get the white team 304 woman a pass? Who's a Jezebel, who's a degenerate, and out of shape? Why would you think he would give her a pass, especially if this man is the total opposite? He's in shape. He don't have no children from no previous relationship. He broke his back to be ahead. Even if he came from an affluent family, he created his own lane. So why would he want to be a cleanup man? But I'm bashing by speaking this facts. Speaking the truth, excuse me.
Babies are being hung. This happened in Jefferson, Mississippi. I can't wrap my mind around it. Like, I'm so choked up on my words right now when I just...
Welcome to America. You black in America. And it's time for you to stop cooling and wake the fuck up. And like I'll argue, man, you better learn how to protect yourself. Not just want to just harm another black man, not be extra disrespectful, out of pocket, and be toxic to another black man. No, but really mind your business, be a feminine woman. And I don't want to hear, well, she got to have a husband. You got to create the conditions. Get the fuck out of here, ma'am. Get the fuck out of here, people. Because when you look at other countries, they don't have no great conditions. It's not all, women are not all just all cushy. You got women who are in the Middle East and other countries, Asian, African countries, and these poor European countries, because that's what y'all will say, poor by y'all standards, and they're not living all cushy and comfortable, but they're so feminine, so sweet, so fit, and they're very cooperative, but they don't have these Western modern environments and what these women talk about. You got to give me an affluent lifestyle. Bitch, you driving a car. You know that means you are a rich woman. Internationally, you know that's the most richest women driving cars, got degrees and stuff. But y'all talk about we got to create these conditions so you can be feminine. Get the fuck out of here. You know I got to respond to another content creator. I'm not going to mention her name, but I know it's going to be a bloodbath.
About this story. When is enough going to be enough? When can we just live? When can we not be a threat to you just because the color of our skin?
Stop saying that. We are not a threat to them. They are a threat to us. They're not going to let us get to stand up to the oppressor. You have to take them out. All this, leave me be, stop picking on me. You got to stand up to the goddamn bully. Hold on. Got another one.
So I don't hear enough people talking about this 16-year-old high school student that was found hanging from a bridge in Mississippi. The Jefferson Davis Memorial Bridge, to be exact, in Mississippi, in Jefferson Davis County, Mississippi. Do I have to tell you what race this young man was in high school? 16 years?
Absolutely not, sir, but keep going.
Old. Found hanging from a bridge. A memorial bridge that was dedicated to possibly a racist. Most likely a racist. He was the first and only president of the Confederate state or some shit like that. I did my research, but I don't feel like giving y'all the full details. Y'all can look it up yourself. But I'm pretty sure they dedicated this bridge to a racist man. Now, the fact that this young man was found hanging from this bridge probably confirms that. But I don't hear enough people talking about it.
You know why? Because there's no money in bringing awareness to issues like that. And if you speak on issues like that, and if you do anything that's empowerment to the people, not only that you're not going to get, obviously you ain't going to get we're not going to get the support from outside the community, you know, because that doesn't fit their interests. You know, racism, systemic racism, and anti-blackness is their form of survival. And also, but when it comes to your own people, they're not going to support you because our people, unfortunately, FBA to what y'all like to call the Tethers, from black people, black folk from, it doesn't matter if you call them new black people, African, Nubian. The fact of the matter is, from black people who are FBA, Foundation of Black Americans, from international blacks, or what we call the Tethers, well, I just call them just Caribbean coons and international coons of black folk. What happens is that they don't want to support content from people who look like you and I, especially black men, because if they were to support content like this, that means they're afraid to lose their job for a master, because they work for a master, because most black people work for people who don't look like them, and they feel some type of way because black people who are their own business owners, they have a problem working under the authority of a black man. Now, I'm not saying that you don't got black business owners who cannot be assholes and dicks and bitches and stuff. Not saying that. So I acknowledge that they exist. But black people have a hard time consuming content like that because it's just a tickle theirs. Now, sir, if you was pandering to black women like Derek Jackson, like, you know, and saying black women are all queens and mothers of the earth don't do no wrong, of course you have a bigger following. And I haven't looked at his following, and I don't know what type of content creator he is, because I'm new to him. But if you was talking about how black women, if you was talking about content, basically criticizing black women, you're not going to get no support. But here's the thing: if you was bashing women, especially black women, talk about modern women, talk about these women are whores, these women are hoes, 304s, slurs, they're modern women, divorce and single motherhood, and talk about how these women are the problem, and how you hate this toxic feminism, and talk about how red pill you are, and how you are woke to these hoes, and talk about red pill, and you talk about I'm a passport bro, and I want to pay for pussy and go overseas and smash other hoes. Man, you would get a following from those sorry ass dudes. Just like if you were pandering to the women. But if you're fair and balanced, and you just are real, and you just speak on the issues and look and just lay the facts out for what it is, and then give your commentary and give your personal opinion. Very rarely, I personally give my personal opinion, but because I don't want to get in trouble. But I just stick with the facts. Now, if you make content that's you're fair and balanced, you call it, and then you speak, and then you tell black people, hey, stop putting these white folk on a pedestal, and also, let's talk about the working class, and talk about how, and you try to tell these other groups who think they're better, hey, you're being pimped out by the working class, all skin folk and kinfolk when it comes to white people, when it comes to Asian people. You're not going to get the support. But so that's the problem right there, brother. That's why they don't want to talk about stories like that, because they don't want to mess up their algorithm, and they fear being canceled by them folks. You know what I'm saying? And also, black people, that you're trying to reach out don't want to support, because that's just too militant. That sounds like that's too real, because that means they'd rather you talk about voting for Kamala Harris or talk about debating or defending Trump on some nonsense like that. But you got to promote Kamala Harris. That's how black people, that's the type of content that black people seem to like. And then maybe some goofy stuff, and then some food, or how we can season our food. But Other than that, that's the type of content that most black people like.
More young black men getting treated this way, and the shit is getting brushed under the rug. The news is not going to tell you that the body was hanging. They just going to say it was found on the bridge, but they ain't going to tell you how they found the body. I'm here to put that information out there. The body was found hanging. The young man was hanged from a bridge in Mississippi. We all know Mississippi got a reputation. But I'm here to put the information out there because not enough people's talking about it. Don't come on my comments saying what you going to do about it, what we doing about it, or we just going to keep talking about it. Yeah, we going to keep talking about it because if don't nobody know about it, how the fucking information going to get put out there that, yeah.
And the thing is, that's usually what they say is a cop-out. Because the truth of the matter is, the answer is us. What we're going to do about it, we're going to have to do something about it. It's called ban again and stop cooning. But see, what the problem with the Negro is that she don't want to stop cooning. He don't want to stop cooning. Because that means they will have to that's just not fun. That means I have to take personal responsibility and accountability and actually be the change that I need to be and want to be. See, that requires work. That don't require work if I know what we have to do. Now, unlearning certain things, deprogramming your mind from the indoctrination of the colonizer, yeah, but see, they don't want to go for that painful process. So that's why they want to say they use that as a deflection so they don't have to do shit.
Racism still exists. We not brushing this shit under the rug. We not our ancestors.
No, you dead ass wrong. I wish y'all would stop saying we're not our ancestors. You're right, we're not our ancestors because to me, the way black people move out here, a lot of our ancestors wouldn't move like that. Now I will give him the benefit of the doubt. If he's talking about we're not our ancestors, we're not them cowards, we're not them slave-minded coons. Okay, but see, the problem is the reason why you are your ancestors, those type of ancestors, because we have never checked the sellout. We have never checked these anti-black coons and especially these Negro bedwenches. So to me, at least our ancestors was willing to fight the fight and actually get on alive for the freedom. But the problem is some of those ancestors, you had most of the other ancestors that was trying to be all Christian and work things out. But see, when they were able to go to certain places, or even a few of them be a token Negro, all of a sudden they started just being like we are today, be full-time coons. Now we're going to talk about shit that don't matter. We want to try to live in the system and try to live and have their ideologies and try to date like them and marry and have kids and raise their kids like them and have family structures like them and embrace their way of living, and it's not going to work out for us.
Y'all got the game fucked up. Y'all talk all this shit on the internet. They be sending these agents in to stir up this racist shit. We need to come together.
Now, and also they will start them gender war politics. I mean, the Democrat or these diaspora wars, the black Democrats, the black Republicans, they're trying to stir that up. The gender war, the light skin versus, they stir up all types of wars, and black people they just keep falling for it. The old versus young. Well, now I blame the older people for a lot of this shit. However, at some point, the older people are who they are, and we cannot repeat the same bullshit that they did. We got to be better, and we can't blame them for our shortcomings and for the adult decisions that they had nothing to do with, because we was adults at that point. So there's no excuses.
Then fight back. Like, fuck this racism shit. Y'all some goofies. Still hiding behind police badges and in Senate seats and judge chairs. Politicians and shit all in the government. Hiding behind them white masks and them badges and shit like that. We need this information out there. This is fucking shame. Shit like this still happening.
And I'm gonna stop right there. Y'all can watch the rest of I'll give y'all the links to those videos. But what I'm gonna say, if y'all want shit to change, and y'all want us to say, well, why things ain't changing, let me pull it back.
And badges and shit like that. We need this information out there. This is fucking shame. Shit like this still happening. I'm telling you. They don't really want us to start fighting back because we fighting back and we got guns that's registered and unregistered. They don't want, you know how quick it is to throw away? They don't want that drama, I'm telling you. They need to realize. Alright, guys. Remember. Alright.
Let me pull it up.
Get up with me. This shit like that. Repost. Get the information out here. We ready. I'm not trying to get this man. I don't want to get this video taken down, but y'all get what I'm saying. Like this post. Share it. Cause they need to realize we ain't playing out here. We ready. I'm not trying to get this man. I don't want to get this video taken down, but y'all get what I'm saying. I'm not trying to get this man. Realize we ain't playing out here. They don't want. You know how quick it is to throw away? They don't want that drama, I'm telling you. They need to realize we ain't playing out here. We ready.
Look, as much as I believe you, I respect your spirits, brother. A lot of these Negroes are playing around. There's only a few that are not playing. But most of these Negroes are still going to complain, but still go to work and still pay this. Still complain. People complain about the economy across the board, and yet they're still going to go shopping. They're still going to go to work. They're still going to do these things instead of just doing a personal shutdown. We can do a personal shutdown and actually make and if we all stop going to work, if we all stop buying stuff. Simple, stop buying. If y'all complain about the gas prices, just stop. Don't drive. Don't walk. No, just don't drive nowhere. Y'all just sit it out. Don't go to work. All y'all don't work and don't pay. Don't pay bills. What they're gonna we're all gonna get evicted. No. Don't you know those people who are bill collectors got a job too? They need to keep their lights on too. Of all the people, I'll say people in the government, stop working. People work these government jobs, military. If they all said hell nah, they all said hell no. We ain't gonna do shit. Now, seriously, some people are gonna protect each other, don't look out for each other. But for the most part, being an enforcer for the government, if we all said hell no, we ain't paying this rent, we ain't paying nothing. No, we're gonna live off. I mean, and we're gonna try to live off the grid. Hell no, we ain't paying for gas. Hell no, we ain't going. Hell no, we're not going to the club. We're not going to the movie theaters. We're not gonna watch this drama on TV. That's the distraction. We're not gonna go to the Super Bowl. We're not gonna go to the NBA Finals, and we're not gonna support these rigged sporting events. Do y'all know overnight you will send a strong message, and the economy tanking like it did. If we actually tank it like that, that will send a strong message. I'm not even gonna give you my personal ideas on here, but I'm just saying this is something y'all can do that they really can't stop. Y'all can unlearn this bullshit, this bad programming. Look at the politics. Don't even go to the polls, y'all. Don't do it. But y'all don't hear me though. But that has to be done. And I still know we're going to have to, violence meets violence. Self-defense is needed.